Oh, that's the only reason for the slight delay. So, yep, 9:10. Should have told you guys that, sorry, from the last stream to this stream, but, I mean, literally, as soon as I got home tonight, I jumped on here within like 5 minutes of getting home, so didn't have time to eat after I got home, because I was running late, and I got off about 50 minutes late after work, so, couldn't time it out quite as well. I was planning on getting home 40 to 50 minutes earlier. Well, now we're here, so, the Food City 300 at Bristol. This is going to be a fun race. Bristol always puts on a good show. Last time we finished third in this race in the Xfinity Series earlier in the season, and as well, the last time we raced here, we ran with the steering wheel. We are running with the controller here tonight, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Chase Briscoe, Michael Annette, Brandon Brown, all starting at the rear of the field. We qualified 17th. We will be starting 16th. Here we go. Stream number 2. Bristol, baby. Green flag is in the air. 300 laps to decide the winner of the race, and only 85 laps in this first stage. 85 might seem like a lot, but trust me, a half-mile racetrack at Bristol, and already we almost had an issue. Chastain now gets loose. Hurry up and get on by him. Trying to work on Brandon Jones now to the inside. Jones won the last race at Mid-Ohio to clinch himself a playoff spot, and the last corner pass on us for the win. Both of us starting mid-pack right now as we try to take it to his inside. You're going to see us run the outside as much as we possibly can throughout the course of the race. We're going to try to gain a couple spots on the inside here first before we move to the top side of the track. Get around some of these guys as quick as possible. Oh, Ryan Sieg blocking us on the bottom. So now might be a great time to go to the top. Nope. Sieg probably knew we were going to do that. He goes to the top. We tried to pass him around the bottom, so he goes to the top again. Deep drive into turns 1 and 2. Clemens pushes us up the racetrack slightly and into the 39. Clemens won't drive it in quite as deep this time. We will, though, and we'll end up taking the lead now from Ryan Sieg. So we'll likely move our line up to the outside. As we move our line up, Clements is going to try to get under us. Oh boy, man, we got so close to the wall there. 3 wide off the exit of turn 4, now barely able to get on by Stephen Light. Trying to side draft off the 51 of Clements. Short track racing at its finest here. Corners get so tight off the exits. Here at Bristol, it kind of widens out in the corners a little bit. Kind of helps you allow to run multiple grooves. But again, we'll likely stay along the top side of the racetrack about as much as we can throughout the course of the race. Definitely catching Garrett Smithley. Will jump to the inside now, coming off of turn 2. Stay to the inside here, pinned right behind Jeremy Clements, and we'll clear Garrett Smithley for 13. Cole Custer leading laps early in this race. 10 laps complete already. Might be the Xfinity Series, but 300 laps is going to fly by here tonight. We'll just get to see how quickly. Get about 4 laps in a minute here. That alone, you're already looking at about 75 minutes total time for this race, give or take. Took us 100 minutes in the last race at Mid-Ohio last night. The first race went a lot longer than, about 20 minutes longer than that Watkins Glen race did. Looking to the outside here, chance to take it 3 wide for 10th, not quite going to do it. A little loose off the corner too, that didn't help. Kind of staying tucked right behind Justin Haley. A little contact with him. Now a little contact there with Noah Gregson. We're going to squeeze to the inside of Justin Haley. Haley is loose through turns 3 and 4, just trying to catch it. We'll move on by for 10. Elliott Sadler going to give us the bottom. Kind of ran the middle line there. Sadler now goes to the top side. Oh, 3 wide up the middle, very tight that time. A little contact with Elliott Sadler. We're going to clear Ray Black Jr. for position though. Chance to clear Elliott Sadler also. Lap car, Austin Hill about to get in our way. We'll have to drop it to the inside and just get around him that way and stick right behind Sadler for the meantime. Growler leaves the door open. Sadler's going to sneak under him. We're going to try to do the same. John Hunter Nemechek also still on the outside. We'll get around him as well, and we're quickly up to 7th. Ideally, Cole Custer isn't that far ahead of us. Eric Sadler's put on some good shows here for Kaulig Racing as of late. Maybe he's got a shot to steal a win here late in the regular season somewhere. Get into the playoffs. Gonna get to his inside, and we can't quite clear him off of turn 2. A little bit of contact though, and that will clear him into turns 3 and 4. Up to 6th we go. Jeff Green thought about blocking Custer back to 6th now, as we're going to get around him for 5th. He was just leading a couple laps ago. Not anymore. Zane Smith is leading. Did not have a good run really on either of the road courses, but last time we were on an oval at Iowa, it was also a short track. Second. Had a shot to win it late. We caught him. That was probably his best shot to get a win and get into the playoffs, but he couldn't get it done that night. Now to the inside of Justin Allgaier. We're both going to try to split Tommy Joe Martin's lap car that time. Still to the inside of Allgaier. Great battle for 4th. Big slide job, and we're going to clear him. We got the top 3 all nose to tail. We'll see if we can join them soon. Yep, right back to the top side. It's where I want to run. Opens up the bottom for a pass, but we get so much straightaway speed. Top 4 all nose to tail, and Justin Allgaier are about to make it top 5 because he is closing in. Tyler Reddick's been trying to get around Zane Smith for a while. Hasn't been able to. We're going to get to the outside of Cindric off of turn 4 for 3rd. Lap cars all lined up on the bottom, and it's only a matter of time before we probably take the lead. Smith goes high to block us, and maybe we won't take the lead quite yet. Smith holds on for the time being. Here comes Bell all the way on the outside, 3 wide to the top of the track. A little bit of contact. And Austin Cindric gets to the lead out of nowhere. Unbelievable by Cindric. Oh, contact with Zane Smith again. 55 to go in the stage. Look at Cindric trying to go up the middle. 4 wide here at Bristol. And we're squeezed into the wall from Chad Fincham. Yeah, I should have known 4 wide wasn't going to work here at Bristol. I thought I might have had a chance, though. I thought Fincham was slow enough. That wasn't the case. And of all things that happened there, Zane Smith was able to hold on to the lead. We actually fell back to 5th. Justin Allgaier was able to pounce there. We got quite a bit of damage on the right side of the car now after that hit into the wall. Just got a little impatient, a little too racy, too early in the race. Get right back to pacing ourselves again. Looking to the inside of Allgaier into turns 1 and 2. Still a long ways to go in stage 1. A lot heavier lap traffic there for the 2 leaders up ahead of us, and Cindric's going to try to squeeze back down to the bottom, and we're going to try to follow him down to the lead ourselves here, making the squeeze, and we're going to make it work, clearing Austin Cindric going into turn 3. Christopher Bell to the lead. A little loose there for a moment, getting into turn 1 or 2. Cindric still staying on our rear bumper though, and Justin Allgaier is also following him here from behind. Trying to work around these lap cars as quick as we possibly can. Cindric trying to follow us through the field. Allgaier working on him for second now. A little less than a second off the race lead. Took us a little over 30 laps, but we finally took the lead in this race. And again, still quite a ways to go in stage number 1, but how will the pit stops work? Are we going to have to pit before the end of the stage due to our tires? Because Bristol Motor Speedway, another track known for tire wear, as most short tracks are, but this concrete surface allows the tires to wear a lot more than if you're racing on asphalt. You can really see all the rubber laying down, giving the track a lot less grip over the course of the race too. Really want to win this race bad after not winning it the first time around earlier in the season. Always been one of my favorite tracks, if not my most favorite racetrack growing up as a kid. Even watching now, I mean, Bristol never disappoints to put on a good show in really any of the series, especially the night race. Even last year, for instance, Matt Benedetto almost pulled off a miracle win for Levine Family Racing, seemingly out of nowhere. I mean, people thought he might have been able to contend before the race, but nobody thought that he would lead almost the final 100 laps to do it. Hamlin got around him in the late going, and Denny Hamlin ended up going on to win the race. I've still not yet gone to Bristol Motor Speedway for a race, and unfortunately I will not be able to make a trip up there again next year. I've had opportunities in the past, and out of my own not go. Would have went if I could have. It was just bad timing of the date of the race. I know one year my parents had a wedding to go to because my parents' best friend getting married, so that was big for them. Missed out that year, and that was when I was a kid. That would have actually been before I'd even started going to Michigan every year. And then just a couple years ago, we had it all put in sight, and then found out about a month or two, and I should say beforehand, that my parents couldn't go. We were going to make it like a family trip, so that didn't work either. And at the time, I wasn't driving tracks by myself yet, because I think I was still in high school. I want to say I was like about 16, 17, so. But yeah, I mean, ever since I turned 18 though, I've been traveling to a bunch of different tracks. You'll see that over the course of the season on the channel whenever the Cup Series decides to start racing again. Have not been to one yet this year. Plan on going to quite a few over the summer months, so I'll have a video coming out on the tracks that I'm going to once NASCAR does determine exactly when they're going to start the season up for sure. They said May 3rd as of right now, but I'm not entirely sure if that will still be the case or not by the time May 3rd rolls around. So the handling definitely starting to go away in the race car right now. You can see how loose it's getting over the course of this longer run. See that 3-wide pass to the top side of the track there. Definitely the fastest driver on the racetrack this far into a green flag run. We have run caution free through the first 50 plus laps of the race. Not many more drivers on the lead lap, especially once we get around Kaz Gralla and John Hunter Neiman, or sorry, Kaz Gralla and Justin Haley right now. Noah Gragson in 6th, also just in front of us. Again, it took us over 30 laps to get to the lead, but once we got there, it has been smooth sailing. Trying to get Christopher Bell the stage win here in stage 1. Only, hard contact in the back of the 61. Also, it's quite a, oh wow, we got heavy damage. Heavy damage to the front of this car. And we're going to have to keep an eye on that so it doesn't overheat. I knew we hit him hard, but we hit him a lot harder than what I originally expected. And we're going to be losing horsepower here. Still working on Noah Gragson to put him a lap down, though. And as he goes a lap down, only 5 drivers currently on the lead lap. It's going to be a lot of damage we're going to have to repair at the end of the stage break. Amazing, only 25 laps to go in stage 1 out of the 85 total already. Flying through this race right up the middle. Unbelievable move there between Mike Harmon and John Jackson. There's just, you can tell this is a video game, but still, I mean, look at how we're just moving inside and outside of the lap traffic, just trying to get around these guys as quick as possible. Keep from anybody catching us any sooner for the lead. .5 second lead on Austin Cindric now. 22 to go in the stage. Not having a problem with overheating in the car. Justin Allgaier going to go a lap down to the outside of Zane Smith. 3 wide off the exit of the corner. Great move. Now only 3 drivers on the lead lap. Again, just such a dominant opening stage. Looks like our tires are going to for sure last to the end of stage 1 though as well. My preferred line is the outside. Obviously, with how much faster we are than the lap cars, just gotta pick and choose your line, but clean air for sure. or any open room I have to run. You'll see me on the top more often than not here at Bristol. Catching Tyler Reddick here, the third place driver. And he's going to go a lap down. So despite having all that front bumper damage on the car, we are holding in pretty nicely right now. A little 3 wide down to the bottom, trying to quickly put Cindric a lap down. Can we get a lap on the field here and hold him a lap down? We're going to clear him off of turn 2. Dominant performance in the opening stage of the race for Christopher Bell. 15 laps to go. Oh, and now there's a wreck in turn 2. It looked like Balicki went around. Caution's going to fly. And that is going to allow Cindric to get the lap back. And thank goodness we put Cindric the lap down right before the stage. So that could have been a lot worse than what it was. But we'll take right side tires only just to make sure the right sides will last. I'm sure they were going to. Definitely going to repair any damage we've got on the race car. And we're going to advance to the green. So again, Cindric is going to be on the lead lap, and he's going to restart at the rear of the field. It's just a matter of trying to hold these guys a lap down as long as possible. So after our first caution of the race, we will have 11 laps to go to finish stage number 1. Trying to hold these guys a lap down so that way when the caution comes out, there's just less cars we'll have to race with on the next restart. It'll be interesting to see if these guys stay out at the end of the stage. I know I'm definitely going to pit for 4 tires. These guys have 2 fresher tires than I do right now too, so it's going to be really tough to try and hold on. Briscoe around the inside. Definitely had a little bit of a battle going on there. Car definitely loosened up, taking just those 2 tires. Cascarella, he's looking for a lap back also in 4th. Briscoe's got the clean air too, that could help him. Gralla just can't clear us, he had 7 to go. Oh, contact! And Gralla's gonna go around, that might bring out another yellow. Caution, and that is gonna bunch the field back up again, and that hurt us even more than the first yellow. And now we are going to have a restart, and we're going to have to try to... We just went from a lap on the field to now having to hold on just to win stage 1 on older left side tires. That's not good. Free pass goes to Cole Custer. That was not good at all. Austin Cindric going to restart on the outside of us with a chance to win the opening stage of the race. Green flag is going to be back in the air. 3 laps to go. Can we hold on? For 3 laps, is it possible? Through turns 1 and 2, we have the advantage. Briscoe on the bottom right behind us with Austin Cindric on the top side. 2 laps to go at the line. For another mile, can we hold it? Briscoe on the inside, side by side for the race lead, just trying to side draft now. Into the corner, Briscoe up the track, using all of it. Chase Briscoe to the lead, white flag in the air. And what looked like a lock for a stage 1 win. We're not going to get it, we're still trying to fight for second on Allgaier, we're not going to get him. Cindric going to pass us as well. He's a lap down though. No, he was in position. Wow. Chase Briscoe wins stage 1 here at Bristol. Austin Cindric second, and we came home in third. Reddick will get the free pass when we start this next stage. We'll pit for 4 tires here. That is such a tough break. That's a heartbreaker for us. I mean, we had the stage 1, and then we get 2 cautions back to back. But now we're going to have about 5 to 10 lap fresher tires than the rest of the field, which won't be a lot. But after probably about closer to 10 to 15 laps instead of 20, 25, 30, we'll probably be faster than these guys. So Chase Briscoe, stage 1 winner, will lead us to the green flag in stage 2. Great restart right behind Austin Cindric there. Coming out of turn 2, carrying a ton of speed. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4 to the inside of Cindric. Battle for second going on. We gain a spot on the restart. Cindric now trying to hold the bottom of the racetrack. Chase Briscoe still out in front of the field. So we definitely missed out on the playoff point last stage that we definitely could have had. Might have to move to the top side. The car's getting a little tight on the bottom right now, right behind Cindric. Try to open the airflow up a little bit. Definitely the faster line if you can run it right. Gives you so much more straightaway speed. And again, I mean, you saw how tight we were on the bottom there for the first couple laps. The minute we moved to the top, it does seem like we're gaining on these guys a little bit more. Barely kept it off the wall there. Didn't want to get out of the gas at all, though. Cindric is holding tight with Chase Briscoe right now. He could be looking for the race lead, and now Cindric is going to go to the top side and try something new. Close the gap on Austin. He's now running the top nearly as well as we are. Now down to the bottom for second, going into turn 3. Can we clear him for the position? Off of 4, yes we will. Christopher Bell back up to second. So despite leading the most laps in stage 1 on our behalf, he's trying to hold on right now. Justin Allgaier trying to throw himself in the mix. He's currently a lap down on the racetrack though right now. He's in the free pass position, but maybe he can try and unlap himself and hope for a quick yellow, like we had 2 of them at the end of the last stage. Man, really loose off the turn 4. Was trying to catch it all the way down the front straightaway. Allgaier fighting for the bottom of the racetrack once again. So both these first 2 stages each are 85 laps. Obviously the third stage is going to be the longest of the 3. And we should have 130 laps to go when we start the third and final stage of the race. We'll be right on the border of a fuel run. Allgaier's gotten alongside of us, hasn't been able to clear us until now. Vinnie Miller got in our way. He was able to use the 78 as a pick, and now he clears us off of turn 2. Allgaier in very good position to get his lap back here. I was trying to work the outside. Little slight contact now with the Licky. Wow, Chase Briscoe still caught behind the leaders. We're going to take the lead off of turn 4. Christopher Bell back out in front once again at Bristol. Oh, Austin Hill shakes up high just in front of us as we try to go up the middle 3 wide. Catching these lap cars in terrible positions right now. Briscoe closing the gap on us once again. Oh, and now he gets caught up from behind Tommy Joe Martin's in the 99. All we can do is just try to pull away again. We do have about 5 to 10 lap pressure tires. Usually it took about 30 laps for us to become the fastest car. That time it took about half the amount of time. 15, 20 laps. Ooh. 3 wide, and we're going to beat them into turn 1 as well. Briscoe still in second. Only about 2.5 seconds off the race lead. Cindric in third, about 3 to 3.5 seconds back. Done a fantastic job getting through the lap traffic today. Still somewhat of a long ways to go, just over half the race left, but at the same time you could also say that almost the first half of the race is through the books already. We've only been on the stream about 30 minutes. I mean, we are just flying through this thing. Only 2 cautions in the first stage. And so far none in stage 2. Not sure if that's exactly going to be able to continue or not, but we'll see. Definitely want the playoff point in the stage win here after finishing third in stage 1. Ton of lap cars now in the immediate future for these next couple of laps. Tyler Reddick, who had the free pass under the stage break, is now going to go a lap down again. Look at us just hanging around the outside, carrying the loose race car off the corner and still completing all those passes cleanly. Great job. And Nemechek just holding us up now. I mean, really nowhere to go. They're side by side. We've gone 3 wide a couple times on the top side, but just so hard to make sure we beat them off the corner. Yeah, we made a little contact there, and now Custer tries to squeeze the gap again. More contact. Got to be careful. Brandon Brown's just in front of us. This was a bad time to stay with the top side. Yeah, Brown's costing us a ton of time right now. Now he gets loose through turns 3 and 4. We're just getting brake trained around the bottom too. I mean, there's so many cars. Finally able to get to the outside of him, but now Josh Balicki's in the way as we kind of cut him off. He exited the corner. And back to business as usual, but our lead definitely vanishes. It's now only about a 2.5 second lead over Briscoe. And we're going to have to stick with the bottom of the track for the time being. Even Reddick was able to get his lap back there for a second. Nobody else on the track hoping for a yellow as quickly as Tyler Reddick. Problem is, the way all this lap traffic's been racing around us, it could be us that get involved in the wreck. Don't want that to be the case, but it's a possibility. Using Martins as a pick there. Reddick's going to go a lap down again. Reddick is currently in 4th. 3 drivers on the lead lap. Briscoe and Cindric. For 2 of the faster guys in the field outside of our car. See if we can try to put a lap on the field before the end of the stage. Again, the longer the laps go, not only the faster we are, but again with the 5 to 10 lap pressure tires, we're going to be even faster than what we were in stage 1. Got a 9-second lead on Briscoe. Still 40 laps to go in stage 2. Zane Smith in 7th place, 2 laps down. Definitely a lot more dominating of a race than what the spring race was, finishing in 3rd in that one. Granted, again, I had the steering wheel in that race. We've got the controller in this one. It's probably making the handling a lot easier. We need redemption also after the loss last night in the final corner of the race. I know I didn't have the fastest car by any means. Allgaier had the fastest car, but Allgaier didn't even win either, though. He finished 2nd. Brandon Jones out of nowhere stole the win. We caught Austin Cindric in the 22. We're trying to put him a lap down right now. And we will. 13-second lead on Chase Briscoe. We could be hoping for a caution real soon here also. And stuck on the top side again. Cindric might have a chance to get his lap back. Nope, not quite. About a perfect corner through 3 and 4 on the outside. Oh, a little contact with John Jackson. There's Briscoe now just in front of us as we ride along through the different cameras. That was very short and very fast for a short half-mile racetrack. All over the racetrack now, way down to the inside to try and get around Justin Allgaier. Brandon Brown as well will clear him off the corner. Almost put it in the wall for a second. Quickly to the inside of Jeremy Clements. Can't clear him, now we do, going into turn 3. Contact now with Morgan Shepherd. Scared that every time I make contact with somebody on the left or corner panel that they're just going to lose control and wreck, and we don't need a caution giving Briscoe his lap back. Although he'll probably get it at the end of the stage anyway. We'd like to keep it that way, not have him get it any sooner. Tyler Reddick, he'll go 2 laps down in 4th. Got a ways before we catch Chase Briscoe again, so he'll likely get the free pass here. Unless Austin Cindric can catch him. And I guess maybe Cindric's got a shot too to get the free pass. Cannot believe how dominating of a race this has been out of this 20 team. Actually catching Austin Cindric pretty fast. He's in danger of going 2 laps down. Honestly, if we stay green, he'll easily go 2 laps down here in the next couple laps. Oh, about a third of the track behind Briscoe again. Obviously a ton of lap cars in the way. Oh wow, look how loose Cindric got behind us. Allowed us to clear and pull away quickly. 13 laps to go in the stage. Briscoe caught up in this heavy lap traffic just in front of us. If we can go 2 laps ahead of him,
Still there.
it'll be another huge moment here before the end of the stage.
All right, you're clear. Hey, you're on the wrong pit lane. Cars on the outside.
There's Briscoe just a couple car lengths ahead on the inside as we take a 3 wide off of turn 4, trying to get under some of these guys.
Stay low.
A little quicker. Now looking to the inside of Briscoe through turns 1 and 2. Can't stay with him that time. Just able to stay clear of Michael Annette though. Back to the inside again through turns 1 and 2.
Still there.
Briscoe in the 98. He'll go 2 laps down at the line. 10 laps to go in the stage.
Outside. Hold your line.
Not only this is a dominating race, but this is probably one of the more dominating races I think I've ever had on this game.
All clear. All clear.
Got another 2 streams, of course, coming for you tomorrow. Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing action and
All right, you're clear.
more NASCAR Heat 4 action as well. The next Xfinity Series race is at Road America, and that's what we will run tomorrow. So that should be a fun one.
Still there. All right, clear outside.
7 to go. Yeah, I think all those guys staying out at the end of the stage definitely hurt them. The only reason, again, they stayed out was because they pitted under that, well, either of those 2 cautions in stage 1, which made them good to the end on fuel, but when I pit for 4 fresh Goodyears, definitely costed them. 5 laps to go. Our right front tire is only at 30% tire wear, so we could probably run close to 100 laps, honestly, on a full tire run. But this final stage of the race is going to be 130 laps. So we'll have to conserve our tires pretty well, otherwise we're going to have to make a stop. And 1 extra stop might be enough to hurt us, especially with the 2-lap lead. Chase Briscoe's going to get the free pass at the end of the stage though, so he'll be 1 lap down again at the end. Stage number 2. But assume everybody's going to hit pit road at the end of stage 2 this time. Not just us. I don't know how we cleared those guys driving it that deep into turn 1. We were down on the flat. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go in stage 2. Tyler Reddick in 4th, in danger of going 3 laps down now as we're 3 wide off the exit of 4. Reddick all the way on the top. Yeah, Tyler Reddick's going to go 3 laps down in the 4th position now. Crazy. We're going to win stage 2 off of turn 4, a dominating 2nd stage. And we are definitely earning our way to a good shot at the victory. So as expected, stage 3 will bring some pit stops. So again, we can run 155 laps on a full tank of fuel here at Bristol. But again, the problem lies not with the fuel, but with the tire wear. So we've seen quite a bit, but just not as much as I originally thought we would. So again, Briscoe gets the free pass. He's now only 1 lap down. He'll need a quick caution to get back on the lead lap here. Or at least a caution before he falls another lap down. The green flag is going to be back in the air. 126 laps to go in this race. Well past halfway now. Time to bring it on home to the finish. Again, the only 2 cautions. We're back in stage 1. We only had 3 cautions in the race at Mid-Ohio last night, but the final caution came with 6 laps to go, so you never know what that could end up playing out to be. We had a good fuel mileage race going there before then, too. And inside of us, Tyler Reddick's going to pass us. He's going to get one of his laps back. Cindric trying to do the same on the outside, though. Wow, power move by Cindric. On the outside, but now he gets loose through turns 3 and 4. Oh man, more contact. Oh no! 23 gets sideways behind us there. Over there a little too deep through turns 3 and 4. Sorry, not time to Joe Martin's John Hunter Nemechek trying to get back down under us now. Yeah, the thing that could hurt me the most is having to pit at some point in time here in stage 3 under green. If we pit and everybody else can make it, it'll definitely be interesting. I mean, the G-forces at this track more than almost any other track is just ridiculous. High amount of banking on such a short track, it was just flying around. I mean, a half-mile racetrack, and you're getting around this place in about 15 to 16 seconds in race time. Not like time trial qualifying times. That would be even quicker. The inside of the one of Michael Annette really trying to get around him those last couple laps. I think Cindric's going to have a shot to catch Chase Briscoe to be the first driver 1 lap down. Trying to get into a free pass spot perhaps. There's Tyler Reddick in fourth. Remember, he got around us right off the restart. He was hoping for the quick yellow. Look at him trying to pinch us down to the inside. Oh, now we like get turned into the outside wall there, coming out of turn 2. Austin Cindric's going to get caught now. He'll go another lap down. Maybe. He tried to bust right up the middle here. Still 3 wide.
Still there.
Cindric's holding on. Oh no, and around we go, coming out of turn 4 hard into the outside wall. Caution's gonna fly. We got very loose, and that'll give Briscoe the free pass. Caught the apron a little too much, and we finally made a mistake. About 2/3 of the way through the race. A lot of damage to repair. Wow, so we, yeah, with the wave around, Cindric is actually gonna get back in the lead lap as well there, and there's Briscoe right on the outside of us after that wreck. 101 laps to go, and we'll see what's gonna happen now. That just changes the strategy completely. We go from a 2-lap lead at the end of stage 2 to now having 3 drivers on the lead lap, and both of them within a half second of each other. Cindric has just gotten around Briscoe for second now. It's amazing just how quickly things can go from good to bad. Still 98 laps to go though, plenty of time. Only 3 cautions in the race now, and that was the 3rd and the last yellow we got. With a lot of laps consecutively, and we're still kind of pulling away in this clean air. Chase Briscoe's now gotten back to second around Cindric again. And currently in 4th place, Tyler Reddick's the first driver 1 lap down, with Allgaier in 5th, and not too far behind him. Right along with the in-car cam once again. 95 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Bristol, Tennessee, right on the border of Tennessee and Virginia state lines. You can feel the rear end of the car wanting to come around on the exit of the corners. Pretty sure we repaired the damage that I needed to during the course of that last pit stop. Gotta be careful getting down on that apron. That's how we spun out. Brought out the caution with 106 to go, about 15 laps ago. Next time we get pinned down on the apron, we'll try not to go down there as much as possible, but if we get pinned down there again, just gotta remember to take it real easy, It's alright to just let out of the gas if we have to. Just let it roll, even if we get past. It's better than wrecking again and putting ourselves in an even deeper hole. Loose off of turn 2, able to keep it off the wall though, barely had to get out of the gas any. Yeah, I mean, we're still about 25-30 laps away from halfway in this stage. We're already at 58% tire wear on the right front. Just, I don't think it's going to last all the way to the end. How far will it last? Yeah, 81 laps to go. I could probably get down to about 20-30 laps left in the race before it's really, really low on tire wear, but caution. Well, there we go. Well, I guess I can pit now. Look. So it's our 4th yellow of the race. So by pitting now, we'll obviously be able to make it with the tires to the finish of the race. All right. We'll restart in 3rd though. Top 2 stayed out. Tyler Reddick gets the free pass as well. He's back in the lead lap, and Chase Bristol spins his tires on the restart big time. And even after spinning his tires, by the end of the lap, he's going to get to the lead, and we're going to pull up right behind him in 2nd. On the outside, Bell now for the lead on Chase Briscoe. At the line, Briscoe leads the lap. Now from turns 1 and 2. Briscoe is cleared. Christopher Bell to the lead. Officially at the line this time with 74 laps to go to the end of the race. So we're just going to try to hold on now and win this thing. sprint, our fastest lap of the race. 16.199. Our fastest lap ever, though, is a 16.195. So we are just off from our fastest time ever here at Bristol by 4,000ths of a second. That was close. Being in the clean air of everything right now definitely helps. Oh, contact hard with the 90 going into turn 3. .61 laps to go. I mean, if you think about it, this race is only about 15 to 20 minutes away from the finish. Again, with the amount of quick lap times that we run here at Bristol Motor Speedway, we got a 9.5 second lead on Briscoe. We're just pulling away as we will all the way to the finish of this one. Unless we get another caution. And the leaders decide to pit after that caution, which isn't impossible. Nope. Not taking it 4 wide that time. We learned our lesson earlier in the race when we got pinched into the wall. Don't want that again here while we're leading. Ready to get to the inside of Tyler Reddick now. We'll go up the middle through turns 3 and 4 to make the pass. Right on the back bumper of Briscoe, looking for second off of turn 2, now down to the inside. And they are side by side through turns 3 and 4 for second place, and that will likely be for the free pass position if we can get around him here as well. Going to the outside, 3 wide now, trying to get around him. Contact with Austin Hill. And now we're going to clear Cindric. Cindric past Briscoe for second. And then the very next lap, we get around Cindric to put the entire field a lap down. Again, though, for the time being. Of course, we still got Mike Harmon right there. We'll see if we stay green all the way to the finish, though. Decent sized lick there into the wall through turns 3 and 4. Just under the quarter century or half century mark as far as laps left in this race. Not really a lot to talk about here in this final stage of the race so far, and even the second half of stage 2 as well, if you think about it. Just a dominating performance here for Christopher Bell. Looking like we're going to get another win. This is the race that we probably should have won both stages in the race, but again, finished third in stage 1. Got past coming to the right flag there by Briscoe. He's currently in second, got the playoff point on us there. And coming into this race, Briscoe was second in the point standings here to us. We only have 4 races left on the regular season after this one here tonight. Got such a big points lead as well. Definitely a chance to clinch the regular season title a couple weeks early. Can't do it tonight though, of course, but probably won't even be able to have a chance to do it in the next race at Road America either, but I guess you never know. Maybe Briscoe has a bad day. It's a possibility. Problem is, though, is Chase Briscoe is a pretty good road course racer, and the next race is on the road course again. Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, Road America. Sure, Cindric and Briscoe are still battling for second right now as well. They're slowing each other down even more. Wow, Cindric trying to go 3 wide up the middle here, trying to split the traffic. Now he's 3 wide stuck on the top side. So Austin Cindric going to fall 2 laps down. He is quickly fading behind quite a bit from Briscoe as far as the battle for the free pass position goes.
Still there.
And right side tires plenty good to the finish here. We still got 36 to go, of course. Still get a quick yellow before Briscoe goes another lap down, and he will be back on the lead lap again, and maybe he'll decide to pit. I know for a fact I'm definitely pitting if we get another caution, regardless how far ahead of the leaders I am. Chase Briscoe caught in a ton of lap cars here once again. 3 wide right behind him with a bunch of lap cars. Nada was inside at the line, couldn't get him that time. But we will clear him up off of turn 2. And official at the start-finish line. We'll have a 2-lap lead on the field right now with 32 laps to go. In this NASCAR Xfinity Series race. Kind of glad I used the controller. I was debating on using the steering wheel again, but chose not to. Oh boy, almost overcorrected it. How loose it got again. 30 laps to go now here at Bristol. For those of you who are, or I should say for those of you who have been watching this race in its entirety, probably one of the more lackluster races that we have had in a very, very long time on the channel. But I mean, you're just going to have that from time to time. Just like if you're watching any sort of sporting event outside of racing, a lot of the time you're going to find it enjoyable over the course of the race. This one might be tough to watch for most of the fans out there. I mean, we just had that good of a car on the longer run. And we got 4 fresh tires versus the rest of the field right now because we pitted under that last caution. Slide job real quickly there. Just literally 25 to go now. I do have to say though, between the laps on this racetrack being very short, this is probably one of the quicker 300 lap races of any series I think I've done. Look at us go, 22 laps left. We've only been streaming for about an hour and 20 minutes total time. 4 cautions in this race, one more than what we had in the last one, but 4 cautions is not a lot, especially in the short track racing at Bristol. And it seems like there's calamity on almost every corner. Very tough to do that on the short track. We're doing it so far here in this one. We're not done yet, but as far as anybody coming back to win this race, with 20 laps to go, it is slim to none. Saw a caution come out with 15 to go in stage 1, then we saw another one with 7 to go in stage 1, and Briscoe went from a lap down to winning the stage. that quickly. But unfortunately, he is 2 laps down right now, though, so he'll probably need 3 cautions instead of 2. And make the pass now on Austin Cindric. Cindric now 3 laps down in 3rd place. Here's Chase Briscoe just in front of us. He's got about 4 lap cars in front of him as well as he's in the mix of all of it. 15 laps to go here at Bristol. About 4 minutes away from the finish of this one. Now looking to the inside of Briscoe here, trying to take it 3 wide. And he's going to make the pass. I do have to say, though, because of the lack of battling for really any position, but mostly the lead in the second half of this race, this is kind of making this race just a little more exhausting than last night. Plus, I'm running on less sleep, so that doesn't help. But, and a double stream day. I mean, there's a lot of things that factor into that. That duration stream was to set up for this main event. If I would have known this was going to happen, I would have had rules reversed. Probably should have had it that way with the championship in the midget series, but oh well. Hindsight's always 20/20. Off the turn 4 this time, Christopher Bell has 10 laps to go. We have a 3-lap lead on Chase Briscoe. 3 laps is just insane. We're definitely not going to catch him again, though, before the end of the race. Only 9 to go. Still got about 2/3 of a track to catch him and a lot of lap traffic in between us. Contact there with Josh Williams. Almost went unfazed for him. I just think it looks ridiculous looking up at the leaderboard showing how we're 3 seconds ahead. Now this is quickest lap times you run on any sort of racetrack. In fact, it is the shortest track on the circuit in the NASCAR Xfinity Series as well. Xfinity Series not running on Martinsville. I mean, they are technically in real life this year, but on the season in this game, with it being technically last season's schedule, this is the shortest track on the circuit. Oh, Reddick going to block us. Reddick in 5th place right now is about to go 5 laps down. 3 laps to go in the race. Justin Allgaier is just in front of him as well. Austin Cindric in the mix of all this. 2 to go. Look at that 3x3x3 at Bristol in the final couple laps. 4 wide down through turns 3 and 4, and that time we actually made it work. Second time we've seen that today. The first time it didn't work at all early in the race, and that time it did. White flag in the air now, only 1 lap to go here at Bristol. 4 cautions over the course of the race. Not going to matter. Christopher Bell with a dominant win by 3 laps. Christopher Bell will take the checkered flag off of turn 4, and Bell will win at Bristol. If that's not deserving of a burnout, I don't know what is. And the engine has given out. How many times have we seen that this year? Look at the race analysis, 84 minutes total time. Yeah, the race went quick, even with the 4 cautions, but again, 4 not a lot, especially here for short track. So 1 hour, 24 minutes total time over the course of this race. And I do have to say, that's got to be my most dominant win ever on NASCAR Heat 4 in any of the 3 series, any of the races I've done, not only since starting the channel, but even before starting the channel. I've never seen a race like this. So 14th win of the year, we add on to the regular season points lead there. And that's pretty much that. Briscoe did get a playoff point winning the first stage, so he's got 3 playoff points on the year. We've got 95 total after the win, plus we did win stage 2 as well. So just a good points day all around. Reddick had the fastest lap at 15.972. Most laps led. We led 244 of the 300 laps in this race. And that was despite starting 16th after qualifying 17th. Briscoe started at the rear of the field. He finished 2nd and won a stage, so pretty good from the rear, but we were just the class of the field over the course of this race today. So that is going to be all. Thanks for watching. As always, if you enjoyed, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the race, the commentary, the video in general. The race, for Bristol standards, probably one of the worst Bristol races you could watch. But hopefully you guys still have fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. We got a couple more streams coming. Road America is the next Xfinity race. I'll catch you then.